welcome to Retro Music Review UK. My name is Roger Swift, and today we're going to be reviewing a song which is by an American band called Third Eye Blind, and the song is called Semi-Charmed Life. Now, what's interesting about this particular one is that if you are American and you by chance you're watching this video, you're from the 90s and you're aware of the 90s culture, you're going to be aware of this song because this is kind of one of their defining songs of the 90s in their culture. Of course, I know for a fact that the main one they think of when you say 90s in America, they instantly go, oh, the Macarena. That's kind of the defining one. And then you've also got Joe Osborne's One of Us and Alanis Morissette's Ironic and stuff by the Backstreet Boys, that kind of thing. But this is one of the other ones that, you know, that kind of, it's kind of one of them defining 90s songs in their culture. Here in the UK or Europe in general, this is well under the radar. Hardly anyone knows this. The reason I know it is because it was, for lack of a better term in our culture, it was something of a sleeper hit in our culture, in the sense that I used to listen to the Top 40 Countdown in the 90s, so 1997 when I was about 14, it was like my religion every week to turn on and listen to the Top 40 singles, and this was one that hung around the lower end of the Top 40, between I think 33 and 39, it just sort of hung around for a while. I mean, when I say a while, I think like 6, maybe 7 weeks. It sort of hung around the lower end of the chart, so I kind of heard it about 6 weeks in a row. So I went out and bought the cassette single of it at the time. Now, of course, years later, I've obtained the CD single of it. Now, I like the fact that the artwork on this is an interesting one to me, because even when I had the cassette in my teenage years, this used to fascinate me. Look at the cover there. I like the fact that this guy here with the guitar sort of, I mean, what's he doing there? He's kind of going, oh God, what have I let myself in for? That's just kind of what when I see that picture. Led by a guy called Stephen Jenkins. He sings this song with a lisp, is all I can say. I think it's intentional. I mean, I've never... Here's the thing, I've only heard this and one other song by them. I've only ever heard 2 songs, and I'm pretty sure in the other one he doesn't sing with a lisp, so I think the lisp is intentional for the song. Another interesting fact about this song, for me personally, going through memories, is at the time when I went and bought it in 1997 on the cassette, I was absolutely convinced that the riff in it was kind of nicked off another song. I've since discovered that's just my imagination. It is from another song. It is unique to this song. Musically, it is a rock song. It's not what we call indie music. It is actually a rock song, but it's like one of the catchiest rock songs you could ever hear. It's pop rock, for lack of a better term, so we're going to put it on there. So have a quick look at the CD there if you're interested. That's what that looks like. A division of Warner Records, so they're the worst for copyright strikes, aren't they? So I could easily get a copyright strike for this video. So we're going to play it now, and straight away you get this catchy guitar riff and this like vocal riff, like a riff, and straight away it's like reminiscent of something you've heard before, but it is unique to this song, and boy is it catchy. So let's get playing it straight away. Here we go. It is a bit reminiscent of the Spin Doctors' Two Princes, I think. It's a little bit. But that's a unique riff. At the time I was convinced it was stolen from something else. And now here comes the vocals with a lisp, which I'm pretty sure is intentional. There's a little bit of production value there, so... Another thing that's going to come up in the song is that in the second verse he actually says the word crystal meth, and 14-year-old me didn't understand what crystal meth was, because it's not really a thing in our culture in the United Kingdom. Of course, I've watched Breaking Bad now as an adult, I understand exactly what crystal meth is, but catchy chorus, here we go. I just want to bop to this. I mean, it's a rock song, but I just want to bop. I just want to bop to it. It's kind of, I tell you what it kind of is in a way. It's kind of like Hanson's MMMBop, but it's not shit. In a way, you know. There it is, crystal meth. I mean, lyrically, I can't relate to anything he's saying really, but I like the title as well, Semi-Charmed Life. That is a good title. I think he's talking about a relationship. In the broadest sense, he's talking about a relationship, is what I'm getting this lyrically. bridge. There is a little bit of overproduction, I think, on this, and there's a little bit of like, you know, manipulation of instruments and stuff. It's not completely organic, this song. And this is the extra bit that's not in the radio edit. The radio edit cut all this bit out. I can't get over that lisp in it. Why is he singing with a lisp? I mean, it works, it totally works, but that's such a catchy guitar riff. What I'm doing right now is just bopping in my head. That whole bit was cut out on the radio edit. And then we're back to that whole chunk we just heard, that was cut out. I remember that when it used to hit in the top 40. The radio edit wasn't on the CD single or the cassette single, it was only like this full length one. But when you heard it in the top 40, it was always like the radio edit. Drums come back. It's sort of the Prince, the Spin Doctors' Two Princes meets Hanson's MMMBop. Is how I'd define this. The do 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 do. You can sing that for hours. Do do do. Rock band does a pop song. And then you get that nice ending there. I love the ending there. Great ending to the song there. So that was Third Eye Blind, Semi Charmed Life. Big hit in the USA, 90s defining song. Wasn't so much known in the UK unless you were like me and listened to the top 40 like a religion every week. In case you're wondering, so far I've only done like guitar songs, I've only done like rock and indie kind of stuff. There is going to be the odd random pop record, and there's some weird dance records from the 90s I'm going to talk about in the future as well. At the moment it's just I'm picking them off the shelf as they appear on the shelf, so they're just coming in that order. Haven't got to a dance record yet, but there will be some coming. So I hope you enjoy the content of this channel. Please hit subscribe for more videos. I will fit them in my week when I can.